Hey everybody, it's your boy Captain Hunter coming at you again. It's your boy Captain Hunter coming at you again. Do me a favor, hit that rate, subscribe button. Do me a favor, hit that rate, subscribe button, right? If you want to hear more content like this. I really want to get back into doing some interviews, but I've been so busy. And that's the reason I want to do this video. Is because of the content that's being put out there. I think in some instances needs to really drastically improve. Really needs to drastically improve. So I want to talk about how and why the Manosphere needs to change. Now, let me first talk about why I think it needs to change and improve. When I say change, I mean improve. The why I think should be fairly simple, right? To increase the chances of empowering men, bettering men, getting us up to an acceptable level, all that. I think that's a fairly obvious thing, is why it needs to change. So that's why it needs to change. I think that this space could really be a key component, a key element in improving men, right? So we can have discussions and debates about how that's done. We can have discussions and debates about, why that's so important, but or not why it's important, but why we should go about that method, right? How do we go about the method of improving men, right? That's a discussion we need to have. And I'm saying that some of the content that's been put out has just been so subpar, and it starts off with really good thumbnails, really good, opening monologues, etc. But then when they get to these panel discussions, man, it's just, I don't know if we should stop allowing panel discussions. You got to come with a certain level of gravitas, and people are going to people, right? They're going to be up there and they're going to say what they're going to say. But I think it's up to the moderators and to the show hosts to really do a better job of conducting shows. I was listening to a show the other day, and it was a long stream, so I'm doing stuff and I got it playing in the background. And then, this being the Manosphere, right? So a woman comes up there and she starts talking. And as soon as she starts talking, they cut her off. They wouldn't let her answer. Everybody's trying to jump in. Listen, man, you have to exercise better self-control, better self-restraint. You have to do that. And if it's not the panel member's job responsibility to do that, it's the host. The host, you guys got to do that. I got to do it if I'm the host, right? You can't, people over talking each other, can't wait to jump in. This woman jumps in there, and really what she was saying, I could see if she was jumping in there saying, you guys are a bunch of broke, busty, blah blah. It's okay. Nobody wants to hear that. But at the same time, if the critiques that she's leveling have some semblance of reality, then it's time that we take a look at that. Before you start looking at other people, you really got to look at yourselves. And I think that that's really a key central component of self-accountability. We want so many people to have some level of accountability, but yet we don't want to have it ourselves. And I think that that's been so problematic to people. We got to exercise a certain level of restraint, self-control. And whether you agree with the person, and I can't stand that, man, when you have an interview with people and you agree with that person, you just let them talk. You got to get over it, man. You just let them talk. And then next thing you know, if you disagree with that person, you cut them off and challenge them out of the word. I gotta stop you right there. So it's unprofessional when they do it on big platforms, CNN, Fox News. It's rude. That's why so many people are turned off by that type of media, right? We're gonna have a discussion. Let's have a discussion. Let's have a talk. Let's have a debate. Let me hear your point of view. Let me, just stop you right there. I got to cut you off. This is my show. This is stuff that I'm watching, and the discussion could be really good. You have to get a differing point of view. You can't. It's not good to operate in an echo chamber. It's not good. It's not good to operate in an echo chamber. Everybody, we're all just all the same mind, right? Get an outside opinion in there. It'll help sharpen our arguments. It'll help keep us on task, on point. All that stuff, man. Makes your arguments better, sharper, crisper. So this woman kept getting cut off. I felt bad for her. Every time she couldn't get 2 sentences out, and everybody was jumping on her throat, and they couldn't wait to pounce on her. Oh, hold up, man! I got this. I'll take this. You don't even know what she's gonna say. You can't. Are you really that triggered? Are you really that triggered by the presence? And it just makes us all look some form of butthurt. It just makes it look bad. You can't control yourself because there's a differing opinion in the room. And that's why people, have this problem with the issue with the manosphere. A bunch of incels and can't get women, and a bunch of losers in life and all this. And they exemplify that type of behavior. Really sad. So I was and this kind of goes into, this is not a manosphere internet talking point, but this idea of self-control, man. I was talking to a coworker, and she's actually kind of mentoring me as I'm in this position. She's telling me, I'm saying she because it's obviously a woman. She's telling me that, there's been such situations regarding sexual harassment. Now, listen, I was in the police department. I understand sexual harassment as a supervisor. I had to take that type of training, and I, had to investigate it. I guess I'm still floored that this occurs. It's 2024 now. She's telling me stories about how guys were saying inappropriate things to her. This woman's married. Guys are hesitant to even say this, but kind of cornered her in a place and tried to kiss her. I don't even understand how your brain thinks like that. I don't understand how you could be at work. I don't understand how you could be at work, see an attractive woman, and can't control yourself. You try to put your mouth on another woman, on a woman who's not your girlfriend, wife. She's telling me the story because of I don't even know. We're talking about human resources and all that. I don't even know. I don't even know how we got to the story. I don't know. Gotta exercise self-control. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta exercise self-control. If you're a young guy in your 20s, your hormones are still raging. You have to exercise discipline. You cannot get fired from your job to discipline. I know people who've been fired from multiple jobs because they can't control themselves. Can't control themselves. Self-control. Self-control. I think I'm going to label this. I was going to talk about hows and whys, man. I think I'm going to label this self-control. That's what we need. That's what we need. Self-discipline, self-control. This is something that is severely lacking within the manosphere, within men in general. I would assume. I'm not. Obviously, we're not all indicted in this, and all acting irrationally, irresponsibly, trying to put our mouth on people that have not invited us to do so, and interrupting people because they have a difference. I get all that. I'm not. It's not my implication at all. But I am talking about a segment of the population that's making us all look bad, and it's important that that segment of the population be corrected in their negative and terrible behavior. That's my rationale. I'm calling out the type of people who do that type of thing and make us all look bad. We all have to sit through sexual harassment training because of the few. Control yourself. Control your mouth. Control your actions. Control yourself. What are you doing? Listen, hit that rate, subscribe button, right? So we gotta work on this. Man. We gotta work on this. I was so disappointed in that conversation that I had with the young lady. So disappointed in the panel discussion I saw, and the young lady who jumped on there, right? And it makes these stories that I've told are really about proving the Manosphere to be what they're saying that it is. Control yourself, man. Until next time, much love and peace.